From awkward joke to the most shipped couple, Yeon Seok and Soobin's shocking transformation. What if a single awkward joke could spark a nationwide frenzy? What started as a light-hearted tease has now exploded into the most unexpected love story sweeping the internet. Fans are obsessed, rumors are swirling, and the truth might just leave you speechless. Join Hidden Korea as we dive deep into the twist-filled journey of Yeon Seok and Soobin right now. What if everything changed because of one slip of the tongue? One moment of awkward laughter that would ripple into a storm of obsession rumors and an emotional roller coaster that no one, not even Yeon Seok and Soobin themselves, could have predicted. It all began with a variety show appearance that at first seemed like just another fun scripted segment. The two stars, known more for their individual charm than any prior chemistry, were seated beside each other, laughing nervously as the host teased them about their height difference and matching outfits. "You two look like a couple already," the host joked, drawing loud laughs from the audience. But it was what happened next that flipped everything upside down. As Yeon Seok, visibly flustered, turned to Soobin and said with a sheepish grin, "Should we just date then?" The room erupted in laughter. Soobin, caught off guard, covered her face in mock embarrassment and laughed, but her cheeks flushed crimson. The cameras zoomed in. The silence between the laughs stretched a little too long. And just like that, the internet had its new obsession. Within hours, clips of the moment went viral. Fan edits flooded YouTube, Twitter, or rather X exploded with hashtags like #YeonBin, #UnexpectedLove, and "Should we just date?" Then, the chemistry that had once seemed like a throwaway moment became undeniable in the eyes of netizens who began poring over every past interaction between the two stars. Were they really just acting? Or had the line between fiction and reality already blurred? In the days that followed, things got even stranger. At a press event just a week later, reporters grilled both Yeon Seok and Soobin about the joke. But Soobin's answer only deepened the mystery. "It was unexpected." "But sometimes, unexpected things are the most exciting," she said with a cryptic smile. The crowd gasped. Yeon Seok, standing beside her, laughed nervously again, but his hand lingered at the small of her back, just a moment too long. It didn't stop there. Dispatch, notorious for uncovering celebrity relationships, stoked the fire by publishing photos of the two allegedly having a private dinner, just the two of them, away from staff or managers. The article claimed they stayed at the restaurant for over 3 hours, leaving separately, but within minutes of each other. Fans couldn't get enough. Was this really happening? Had a joke birthed a real romance? But while fans were busy shipping the pair and dreaming up wedding scenarios, there was another side to the story that no one saw coming. According to an anonymous industry insider, that infamous variety show moment had not been in the script at all. In fact, Yeon Seok's question was completely spontaneous, and not everyone behind the scenes was thrilled about it. Soobin's agency reportedly had strong concerns about the rumors affecting her image and marketability, especially with a major drama set to air soon. Whispers of tension between their management teams began to swirl. Yet despite the pressure, both stars continued to fan the flames, subtly, perhaps unconsciously. Fans noticed matching accessories, the same silver bracelet, the same phone charms. In interviews, Soobin suddenly began mentioning someone who made her laugh during long shoots. Yeon Seok once said he was thinking about someone constantly these days, and it's confusing. Then came the plot twist no one expected. During an awards show, red carpet in Seoul, the two were again seated next to each other. The cameras caught a moment, fleeting, barely a second long, where Soobin gently squeezed Yeon Seok's hand under the table. It was almost imperceptible, yet eagle-eyed fans caught it. The clip exploded across social media. People cried, people cheered. This was it. But in the entertainment world, things are never so simple. A week later, Soobin posted a cryptic message on her personal fan cafe. Sometimes the line between truth and performance is too thin to recognize. The post was later deleted. Speculation reached fever pitch. Were they just using the rumors for publicity? Were they in love, but hiding it for their careers? Or was this the ultimate PR stunt? Either way, one thing was undeniable. Yeon Seok and Soobin had become the most shipped couple in the industry, all because of one unplanned awkward joke. While the public embraced the idea of Yeon Seok and Soobin as Korea's new IT couple, a completely different story was unfolding far away from the spotlight. A world filled with backstage politics, conflicting contracts, and emotional strain no camera could ever fully capture. Insiders reveal that after the viral moment, both Yeon Seok and Soobin were placed under intense internal scrutiny by their respective agencies. The joke was not cleared. It wasn't in the script, and the agencies had no prior knowledge of it. An anonymous staff member from the broadcast station disclosed. Afterward, everything spiraled. Soobin's management was the first to act. Her growing fame as a rising actress, particularly her upcoming role as a cold, emotionally detached prosecutor in a high-budget legal drama, was now at risk. Soobin's image is everything. Being linked romantically, especially in such a chaotic, uncontrollable way, was not part of the plan, her agency reportedly stated during an emergency internal meeting. Yeon Seok, on the other hand, faced a different kind of backlash. While his agency was more relaxed, they worried about him being perceived as unserious or unprofessional, someone who can't distinguish between flirtation and performance. Worse rumors began swirling that he had developed genuine feelings for Soobin, and he wasn't hiding it well. The cracks begin to show. During a fan meet just 3 weeks later, Yeon Seok was asked about his ideal type. Instead of giving his usual generic answer, he smiled thoughtfully and said, "Someone who challenges me, someone unexpected." The crowd erupted. The implication was clear. Soobin fit that description perfectly. But it wasn't all rosy. Not long after, eagle-eyed netizens began to notice subtle changes in Soobin. Her interviews grew colder. Her social media activity decreased. At one public appearance, she was seen visibly uncomfortable when asked about Yeon Seok. Gone was the sparkle from her eyes, the same sparkle that had lit up when she'd once laughed at his awkward question. Then came the October incident. Dispatch released a follow-up article showing what they claimed were clear signs of relationship conflict. According to them, Soobin was seen leaving Yeon Seok's apartment building late at night, her expression blank and her eyes swollen. The article was accompanied by blurry but emotionally loaded photos, her wiping her eyes in the back of a black van. The internet went berserk. Had they started dating in secret? Had they broken up already? Was there ever a relationship at all? Hashtags like #YeonBinBreakup, Soobin in tears, and #Truth about Yeon Seok trended within hours. Fans were divided. Some believed it was all a setup. Others were heartbroken. But one thing was clear. The emotional cost of the public's obsession was beginning to show. A voice in the storm, in the chaos. Yeon Seok did something no one expected. He went live on his personal channel. His voice was calm, but his eyes betrayed exhaustion. "There are things I wish I could explain," he said quietly, "but I can't. Not now. All I can say is, I didn't mean for any of this to happen." He paused, and then he said it, "But I don't regret it." The room fell into stunned silence, virtually, of course. The comments exploded. Viewers speculated over every nuance of his tone. Did he mean the joke or the feelings that came after it? Soobin, however, remained silent. Until much later. In a magazine interview, her first in over a month, she finally spoke. When asked about her thoughts on the chaos that had consumed her life, she answered with haunting honesty. "Sometimes what begins as a joke becomes real. And that's the most terrifying part. Because then you have to ask yourself, was it all just an accident, or was it fate knocking at the wrong time?" The quote went viral. Again, where are they now? Today, the storm has calmed but not ended. Soobin continues to rise in the drama world, praised for her performance and emotional depth. Yeon Seok is diving into a new film project playing a role eerily similar to his real-life situation, a man caught between truth and illusion. Are they still in contact? No one knows for sure. But every now and then, fans spot subtle clues, a lyric posted by Yeon Seok that mirrors a line from Soobin's drama, a phone wallpaper caught on camera that some say looks like her silhouette, a fleeting glance during a shared appearance at an awards show. And so the story lives on, not just in headlines or gossip forums, but in every heart that still believes in the beauty of something unscripted, something honest, something real. Whether it was a love story, a media storm, or simply the right moment at the wrong time, Yeon Seok and Soobin gave us something rare, a moment that made us feel